Welcome to One on Ones Podcast, the #1 sports debate podcast in the nation.
Nope, in the world.
Where you get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir. At least in our minds.
Hey, man, we got none other, man, the myth, the legend. Hey, Oklahoma through and through, Oklahoma University, 3rd pick overall of the draft, man. We ain't gonna talk about the stupid badge.
Hall of Famer, gold jacket, all that.
Before the 2011 lockout, you know, with the it was Sam Bradford, right? Sam Bradford was first.
The last year of the rookie big money.
Who was second?
Sue
was second. Gerald McCoy number 3 overall, man. My brother. A brother from another mother, man. I really, really appreciate you coming on, G-Mac, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
Man, this is something. It's crazy because last year's Super Bowl, we said we was going to get this done.
Yes,
Remember, we had that conversation right after NFL honors.
Yep.
And we finally getting it done, man. So I'm happy that y'all are going to get to experience this.
Absolutely.
We're going to take y'all into our world of what we do off camera. We're going to just all we did is push record, and here we go.
That's it. Hey, man, so look, enough of the introductions. We're going to jump straight into it, man, right off the back, man. Hey, G-Mac. Off the top, no one question. Is Saquon Barkley the greatest free agent pickup of all time?
No.
Ooh.
No. Tell us why.
Because he's not Tom Brady.
Ooh. Okay.
So you say Tom Brady is.
Tom Brady went from the
New
Patriots,
England, right?
New England,
Mm-hmm.
went to a team that had tons of talent but didn't know how to win.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
He walked in that building in a time where they didn't even get to practice. This is COVID year.
You're right.
We
You're right.
forgetting that?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
Forgot
right.
about
Didn't even get to
COVID.
practice.
Forgot about COVID.
He did this during COVID year.
Right.
Took them and made them the first team to win a Super Bowl in their home stadium.
Ever. That's
But-
right.
That's
But
right.
that's not why he's the greatest.
Okay.
Let me tell you why he's the greatest. Since then, the Bucks haven't missed the playoffs. He changed the franchise's whole mindset and ability of knowing how to win.
Right.
Yeah.
He laid a foundation that they've carried for 5 years. They went from when I was there, Murph experienced it, of being a team full of talent. But we didn't know how to win. We had guys who knew how to win.
True.
We didn't as a franchise.
That was the most frustrating thing.
Right.
Bro.
They haven't missed the playoffs since.
Yeah.
If you got a guy who comes in, not only wins your Super Bowl, but changes
The culture.
the whole culture of a
Yes,
franchise,
yes.
Yeah.
they don't get no better than that.
That's
Yeah.
true. Wow.
I'm with you on that.
Wow.
How would you feel about ranking him? Because say if you like him over Saquon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Eagles had already been to the Super Bowl without him. Where would you rank Deion Sanders on that?
Deion Sanders was a journeyman, so he's
Hold on. No. We ain't going. Man, Deion went from the Atlanta Falcons to the Dallas Cowboys and took them to the Super Bowl and won. To the 49ers. To the 49ers. For the 49ers and won
year first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was me. So like, I honestly think Deion over Tom Brady because Deion and he played baseball. He won
in San Francisco and Dallas.
And he done it twice.
Oh.
He did it twice, G-Mac.
So did Dallas win before Deion got there?
No, they didn't know. They know.
They did.
Hold on, we gonna fact check it.
Deion won in 95, but they had already won in 92, 93. They won 3 in a row, didn't they?
Or won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, no, they won 2.
Oh, yeah, they had
won
1, 2. Let me see. Did Deion?
They won early 90s.
So they had one before Deion got
Right,
there.
that's correct.
The Bucks was one of the worst franchises in that era. And then
the Bucks hadn't went to the Super Bowl in 13 playoffs in 13 years before Brady got there.
And then he got there and they did what immediately?
Win.
And they haven't done what since? Lose.
Not make the playoffs. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, what you like? Who you like?
Deion as a player is Deion. We can't take away from what he was.
Right. But we're talking about the best free agent signing
ever.
Yeah.
Is Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Because he's the greatest player ever.
Okay.
And he somehow got out of that other franchise.
Right.
And came to this one, and look at what happened.
So let me ask you this. I like Saquon for this particular answer. You know why? Because you take Saquon out of a team like the New York Giants, who are pretty much a dumpster fire in terms of where they are right now in the league's hierarchy, and you pretty much take a team in the Eagles to the Super Bowl who had already been there but couldn't win, maybe because it was the running back situation. But
they had 1,000-yard rusher every year.
Right.
They keep going.
But what I'm saying is Saquon Barkley.
They're top 5 in rushing every year, but keep going.
But okay.
But
Saquon Barkley's a little
Keep
bit.
going.
Saquon Barkley's a little different than.
You know who Saquon Barkley is? And I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a superhero guy, clearly.
Right.
No,
The Philadelphia Eagles are Steve Rogers. Okay, Steve Rogers is Captain America.
Right.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Steve
We got
Rogers, before the Super Soldier Serum, was 5'3", 130 pounds.
Right.
When they gave him the Super Soldier Serum, he became Captain America.
Captain America.
6'3",
He did.
superpowers and stuff.
Right.
Philadelphia had everything, the foundation. What made
That's
them
true.
choose Steve Rogers to be Captain America is his heart, who he was at his core. He was willing to die and do everything necessary, so he had to get chose for the Super Soldier Serum.
Right.
Philly already had the foundation. They
Right.
was 2 years removed from the Super Bowl.
Right.
They had a great season, then they just fell off.
Right.
But everything in the core was there. Insert
They
Saquon
fell off
Barkley.
bad, nah.
He's the Super Soldier Serum. Now they became Captain America again.
Right.
That's who Saquon Barkley is.
Right.
But
now,
the greatest free agent signing ever
Tom Brady, man.
is yet to be seen. Because
Okay.
if they get to this game
But what
and
if they
don't
win, though?
win,
then they don't win. Okay, go ahead.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where we sit right
Which they
now
won't
is Tom
win. They
Brady.
won't win.
Tom Brady.
They won't
Well,
win.
right
Okay,
now
so
is
would
Tom
that
Brady.
change for you,
FYI.
G-Mac? If
Chiefs
they
gonna
do,
win.
if they
That
win,
out.
if the Eagles win, would that change
No,
for you?
because they were already a winning
They were
culture.
already- okay.
They already a winning
okay.
coach. They just had a drastic fall off last year at the end of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Tom Brady literally changed how Tampa has been
Yeah.
as a franchise.
That's true. I can understand that.
Yes.
I can understand
Like they
that.
know how to win
That's
now.
true.
I called Tay
Yeah.
after they
Oh,
beat,
yeah.
after they beat Carolina.
Right,
when
right.
everybody was like, that game was close. It shouldn't have been that close in this and this. I said, the fans in Tampa are spoiled. You know why?
Why?
We used to beat Carolina.
Yeah.
We would play a team we
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to beat.
Yep.
And we would get to the end of the game like, we got
And
this.
trick
And then
it
they
off.
somehow win, and we trick it off.
Yep.
Tampa's on the other end of that now.
Right.
Yep.
Now they're winning those games.
Right.
The fans forget so quick. We
So
used
quick.
to be the other teams.
That's
So true.
Why are y'all so upset
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So upset
Tom
for a
put
close
that-
game.
for a close
For a
game?
close
Yeah.
game.
That you
yeah.
won.
Yeah, that you won. You're right.
Tom taught the core guys, Levante, Antoine Winfield,
Right.
Yep.
Mike Evans,
Yeah.
Vita Vea,
Yeah.
all of these guys, he taught them this is how we finish these games.
Okay, gotcha.
Man, how do you
Understood.
feel missing that Tom Brady era? Would you had just left?
Yeah,
from
I
Tampa.
was a year, so they
removed.
played that year with Jameis, and then Tom came in.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Missed it by the hair on your chinny chin.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I'm like you, Murph, man.
Yeah.
I'm a Bucks lifer.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Right.
Regardless, me and
All
Murph
day.
talk
Yes,
Bucks all the
yes,
time,
yes,
man. We
yes.
text when things should have went our way, or we felt whatever.
Yep.
Because we're fans. Fan is short for fanatic.
Right.
Yeah.
I was a Bucks fan before I got drafted.
Really?
I was
being
blessed
from
enough-
Oklahoma
being
though,
from
G-Mac.
I wore number
He
99
said that.
in Little League.
Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp. was
Warren
my
Warren
guy.
Sapp. Shout out to the
Okay.
OG, man.
Yeah.
Warren Sapp, man. Shout out Big
Sapp
Sapp.
know he's my guy, and this is who I just grew up a Bucks fan. I started to love and all of that, man. I was over there talking noise to Rich Gannon. I did an interview
Oh,
with Rich,
Rich.
and I
Rich.
said,
Oh,
"Hey,
Rich.
I remember sneaking out
Yeah.
watching the Bucks beat on you
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
I
Super Bowl,
yeah.
I'm a Bucks lifer,
Yeah.
so.
yeah.
Did I win? No. But Murph, I tell you,
Yeah.
I never been a hater.
Right,
Yeah.
So Murph was in the locker room with those same players.
Same.
Yep.
So when your brothers that you went to war with have an opportunity to do something that you watch them work for,
Right.
if you are hating on that, what type of person
Yeah.
are you?
You, right,
You
right.
ain't,
All I
you ain't gonna
ask
be
is
blessed.
to FaceTime me so I can, hey,
Live through
let
me-
me jump
hey.
at home with
Yeah,
y'all, man.
facts.
You know, but
You know, shout out
like,
to Mike
because I
Evans.
missed it. Because man, no, they want my boys won.
Right.
And as a
Yeah.
Bucks fan, I get to celebrate because my team just won the chip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's
I'm
about.
with you.
That's what it's
I'm
about.
with you
Yeah,
on
man.
that.
Yeah.
So, Roy, what's the next question? What you want to
So look, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna go into culture. We're gonna go into
Okay.
culture, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times we talk mostly sports, but this one question, man, we at the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
So we got to talk about it. Should Lil Wayne have been selected over Kendrick Lamar for the halftime show?
Ooh.
For the culture, yes. For who pays the bills, no.
G-Mac, I knew you was coming with a hot
boy.
one. This is a hot one. Why you
No.
say that, G-Mac?
Look around.
Uh-huh.
money, 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 money.
Yeah.
Who was the hottest thing in the world over the past 2 months?
Yeah.
Kendrick.
3 months, 4 months.
You right.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Stop thinking the NFL cares about y'all's feelings. The NFL cares about making money.
Facts.
Do you know why they
Facts.
made a rule that defensive linemen can't land on quarterbacks? Because
Hey.
they're the
Highest
money.
paid,
That is
right.
true. Hey,
Why is all the rules?
Y'all was a little ruthless too, though, G.
Yeah, but
y'all
why-
a little ruthless. G,
but-
you done
but
did some
Murph,
shit.
but
I done
Murph,
seen,
think
bro.
about this.
Like you be,
Yeah,
come
but
on
think
with
about
that.
this.
Still play within the
Why-
rules
why-
his whole
nowadays.
body and
why-
just-
all right, that's how that's the game we
that's the
signed up
game.
for.
Yeah,
Man, when y'all won the national championship in Florida, y'all was
I was gonna bring that
dogs.
up. I was gonna bring that up. I was
No,
gonna
no,
bring
no.
that
Brought it up,
because
G-Mac.
no, because even though it hurts,
Yep.
you gotta respect greatness.
Yeah.
What made y'all so great is y'all were dogs.
True. That's
Yes,
from
they were.
from.
Yes,
appreciate
well, I
you
won't say the
saying that.
quarterback. I'll say running back and everybody else. But y'all were dogs.
Yes, they were.
Do you know how? You know the stigma they put around wide receivers is they're divas.
That's true.
Murph wasn't a diva. He was
Nah.
a dog.
Hey,
He
y'all
was
heard
a
I
that?
watched
dog.
Murph in practice. I watched Murph. I played against
I
him.
almost got in a fight with
He was
G-Mac
a
one
dog.
day.
We almost got into it.
Yeah.
Why is this wide receiver
Yeah.
getting into it with the defensive line? Man,
Yeah.
shut up, man, with all that soft stuff. A
Yeah.
wide receiver telling the defensive
Yeah,
line me
G
being
talking
soft.
about, man, no fighting in
Because I'm
practice.
talking about
Man,
no fighting.
hell no,
He
we
talking about,
fighting
we
today.
fighting because we competing.
Yeah. We got to get better.
Y'all were
Iron sharpens
dogs.
iron.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So
but you back to the money
but so
thing.
back to the money thing.
the money
They're
quarterback.
making everything about the money. That's why they want to see points.
Yeah.
Points. After that Super Bowl in 2018,
Who
where it was
played?
the Patriots and the Rams.
Right.
Lowest
Oh, yeah.
scoring Super
Lowest
Bowl.
scoring,
Lowest
yep,
scoring.
yep,
It was
yep.
so much backlash about, man, we want to see points. We want to
Points,
see
offense.
everything started changing. Everything. So they want to make
True.
money. You
That's
can't make
true.
money with
Great
defense.
takes.
That's true.
You make
That's
money
true.
with points and
Great
scoring.
takes. Great
So
takes.
when they want to make money, you go get the money maker,
Yeah.
which is Kendrick Lamar.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
Understood.
For the culture where we're at, you go get Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we're
yeah. New
talking
Orleans.
about a business. People forget
Yeah, it's a
we
business.
love the game.
Right.
We played the game.
Right.
True.
But the reason I left Tampa, business.
Right.
The
Business.
reason Peyton Manning had to leave the Colts and go to Denver,
Business.
business.
That's
The
true.
reason
Understood.
Saquon
The
left
reason
the New York
Saquon
Giants.
left the Giants, business.
Business.
We're in a
Business.
business money
Facts.
based thing.
That's
so
true.
Kendrick, it was a no-brainer.
I got you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. When you look at it from a money standpoint,
Great
Matt,
take.
That
You just got a history lesson.
yes,
Yeah.
that makes the most
I have to
sense.
agree with that one. I can't even go against that
For the
one.
culture, I'm going with Lil Wayne. For the culture,
we all
For the
going
culture.
with
going with
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne. Okay, we agree on that.
We want,
She
yeah,
wanna
'cause he-
lick me
Yeah.
like a
That's what
lollipop.
I'm
I would have
saying,
loved to
man.
hear that one. I would have
Yes.
gonna lie to you.
But
Yeah.
you just watched at the Grammys. All these
Oh, he
people,
took away so many Grammys.
Five.
No,
Not
you
like
just-
us.
No, you
Their
just looked
record.
at the Grammys and seen he had that whole stadium saying A minor.
Hey.
Man, Beyonce
Ooh.
don't. Beyonce
Wow.
is the most professional
Yeah.
we've ever seen her. That camera flashed to her and she in it.
Oh, going.
This
Getting
is
it
what
in.
Kendrick has done.
Yeah, yeah.
You got Beyonce
Uh.
to get off her square and rock back and forth, and she don't move at award shows.
She
Yeah.
don't.
She's like this until it's time to perform.
Yeah.
When she doing all that,
That means the record
on,
did
man.
something. Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just
right.
saying.
You right.
So where we're at, Murph?
A lot of times, just like history. Like sometimes I do have to concede to the G-Mac, man. Sometimes I got to concede to him because he be having some great takes. But we're going to have to really see about this one. How many elite quarterbacks are there really currently in the NFL? Elite.
Elite.
You went viral. He went
Yeah,
viral.
I went viral
Elite.
because I tore down.
You know,
I said, look,
yeah.
listen.
Game manager. You and Cam Newton went viral.
I
The
went
game
viral
manager
because
and
I
elite.
said they asked me who's elite, not who's great, not who's really good.
Yeah.
Elite.
And let me interrupt because I
Go
don't mean to
ahead,
interrupt
go ahead.
because my boy Roy is like our podcast is like a pro versus a bros perspective.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
And I'm already knowing he gonna think some other quarterbacks are more elite than who you might think.
Right.
We always go back and forth about this topic, so I'm very interested to see who's your elite quarterbacks today, currently, February 4th, 2025.
And the players who played the game and knows what it takes to be elite.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We see it differently.
Sure. Understood.
It
I tell
takes
you,
so
I'm hard-headed
much
as that.
to be elite.
That's true.
We pass off these words. Oh, he's goated. How?
Wow.
There you can't just tap tag people
Uh-oh.
with that.
Right.
You can't just tag people with legend.
I know where you're going.
You can't just tag people with legend and all. We give off these. We don't even make people
earn it.
These words. We
Earn
don't make
it.
people sustain what they are to be what they are.
Right.
With that being said, there are 4 elite quarterbacks in the NFL.
4.
Okay.
Ooh.
Who's one of the 4?
One is playing in this game. He wears red.
Okay, we got Patty
agree.
my
I think that's-
homeboy.
One, I believe, is going to win his 3rd MVP in Lamar Jackson.
Okay, I agree.
Okay.
One is going to be the runner-up in Josh Allen.
Okay.
Josh
And
Allen.
the 4th is an MVP finalist in Joe Burrow.
I
There's
agree with you.
Burrow.
4 elite quarterbacks in all of the NFL.
I agree, G-Mac.
Elite.
I got to give you that. I gotta
Elite.
give
You don't add any more?
Because Burrow went into Kansas City, and they called it Burrowhead. With that group, he went on the road and did what he did, went to the Super Bowl. This year, with everything that's around there, defense is horrible.
Okay.
Trey Hendrickson is the Defensive Player of the Year
Right.
finalist,
Right.
but that defense was terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow still
Almost beat him.
every game. He went. I think he had 5 or some straight games with 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
With all like the man,
Who that?
that's Joe Burrow.
Oh, Burrow went crazy. this
And
year.
it wasn't like
Burrow went crazy.
This is This is I'm not taking a shot at you. This is not like Dak numbers where it was like
Dak,
they getting
yeah.
smoked and he's getting all these yards.
Yeah.
They
Right.
working their way.
Yeah.
They in the game as he's doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Defense let Joe Burrow down
that's
this
what
year.
I'm saying. So
Yes.
I got 4. That's
4.
it. There's a lot of good ones. There's some that are on the cusp of great, but elite
Elite.
meaning pick
What-
them up and put them over there, and everything changes for them. Pick them up and put
Ooh.
without everything around them.
Is there one more you can
So
add?
Aaron
or no?
Rodgers not elite anymore.
Not no more.
Ooh.
And I had him as elite. And he's my
Ooh, G-Mac.
Aaron Rodgers is my favorite player. He's literally my favorite player. But again,
Y'all heard that?
I have to
Aaron
be
Rodgers
honest.
is not elite no more.
I mean, is that what we seen the
Uh,
last 2 years?
No.
Not-
You're right.
not last-
Last
the
couple
injury-
games, Devontae Adams, they got on the same page,
not
you know.
including
They
the
fired
injury.
Rob Saleh.
I'm talking about his last year in Green Bay,
Right.
Uh-huh.
because elite is when you can be you, even when your receivers are not over the top good.
Jared Goff?
No,
No.
Hey, no.
Justin Herbert?
No.
no.
I got one for
he
you.
has elite talent.
Okay, elite
He's not an elite
talent.
quarterback.
I got one for you,
Because when
G-Mac.
it's time
Quarterback.
to be elite, we seen in the playoffs, his first time in the playoffs, they gave up one of the biggest comebacks
To
in
Jacksonville.
playoff history. And then this year, he got in the playoffs. He had
Carr?
been throwing picks, and then he threw 4.
CJ Stroud?
No,
No, I got one for you. Jalen Hurts.
no, he's not elite.
Ooh.
He's not elite because
2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years. He's not elite.
no.
Not
So
elite.
Jimmy Garoppolo was doing the same
Yep.
thing.
Jimmy's definitely not in conversation.
Was he not going to the NFC
Yeah.
Championship multiple times?
Was
Uh,
that the system?
It's
or
a
was
system.
that-
So he's
okay.
saying
It's a
Jalen
system.
Hurts' system.
So I'm saying Jalen Hurts is
in a-
viable, but
13 and 3.
when you got okay, we got arguably a top 3, not arguably, he has a top 3 offensive line,
Yes.
arguably the best 1-2 punch in all of the NFL,
receiver. At receiver.
Uh-huh.
the best,
Right.
Not better
arguably-
than Mike and Chris
arguably
Godwin,
the
but go
best,
ahead.
Yeah.
He's saying
you
one
know,
of the
I
best.
know,
One of the
I'm
best.
messing
Sometimes
with you. I know,
like
I'm
when you
messing-
talk
I'm
about certain
I'm
players,
with
you
you.
put them over here and
Yeah.
then you talk about everybody else. That's how I do with the Bucks.
Yeah, right.
Talk about the greatest linebackers. I don't bring up Levante. 'cause I
Yeah,
got him
which
over
we
here.
need to.
Right.
They
You
need
know
to
what I'm
stop
saying?
doing
That's
that.
what
How
I'm
he ain't
saying.
make the Pro Bowl?
Listen, that's
Like-
a different story.
Like we
That-
can't like Levante David,
We wouldn't
man,
be able
13
to watch
years.
the Super Bowl if we start talking about how they play with my guys in Tampa. But
Oh my
whatever.
gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
Jalen doesn't have great pocket feet.
Okay.
If his first read is not there, he has to run around in
Find
order
his-
to find whatever.
I got you.
He's not one to where you say, all y'all take Saquon out. We going to win with your right arm. That's what he leads.
But you know that's what the Chiefs gonna do, right?
What?
Hold on.
Make him win with his right arm.
Yeah.
And not
Yes.
let Saquon beat him.
But hold on, before we get into that, there is a quarterback that I believe is elite now.
That's not
And
on that list.
That's not on that Gerald on
Mm-hmm.
G-Mac's list, on Gerald McCoy's list. And I'm gonna die on this hill, and I want you to. We could go back and
Yeah,
forth all day long.
Who, Murph?
I'm standing on his boy
Who?
from Oklahoma University, Baker,
Oh,
Train, Mayfield.
He said Baker.
Elite, yes,
Elite.
yes. Baker Mayfield is
Hold
elite.
on.
Yes,
G-Mac.
Huh? I'm
Is
ready.
Baker Mayfield elite?
Yes.
I'm gonna let you answer that.
Yes.
I don't want to answer. I'm gonna let you answer.
Baker's really good. He's not elite.
Oh,
Thank you.
T-Mac,
Not elite.
from the 2 years what he just did, what he just put back-to-back years.
He's a Pro Bowler.
Two-time
Yes, he's a
Pro
Pro
Bowl
Bowler.
last
He's a
2
Pro
years.
Bowler.
He's not,
Yeah.
he doesn't move into the elite conversation. You could take Baker Mayfield now and put him anywhere in the NFL, and that team will be better. That was his record. That was his record. That was his requirement.
Be better. Okay, but Baker has also had who he's throwing the ball to.
Man,
Hall
no
of Fame
man, no
receiver,
man, no man.
Mike Evans.
When Chris Godwin went down this year, when Chris Godwin went down and Mike Evans went down against the Philadelphia Eagles, he came back the next week and took the Chiefs to the overtime. Took them to overtime.
Doing what?
Throwing it.
Running the ball.
Running and throwing it.
Wait. But listen,
Nick
they were
Millen.
running the ball.
Nick
Now
Millen.
listen, this is my guy.
I know it's your guy,
So
but he's an elite
so
guy. I know.
for me
That's
to
like
say,
me
be
saying
saying
Tim
this,
Tebow. That's like me saying Tim Tebow, is an elite or whatever.
No, let's
whatever
be
it is.
clear. He's not even. Yeah, but
I understand that, but that's his guy though. I
Murph.
get it. They're from the same university, but I'm saying I'm dying on this hill that Baker Mayfield is
and
elite.
I'm okay with that.
And
I'm just. This
I
is
know-
me for me.
Right.
Back-to-back years, you
Uh-huh.
have offensive coordinators that have become head coaches.
3 coordinators in
They have
3
become
years.
head coaches.
Two-time
So clearly,
Pro Bowl.
these guys are drawing this thing up.
He's
Liam Cohen
balling.
has figured out. Okay, they went from.
He's balling.
They went
G-Mac.
from.
He's
He is
balling,
balling, but they
bro.
went from worst running team in the league to
One of the best.
one of the top 5 teams in the
Right.
league. Liam Cohen developed a counterplay that's
Yeah.
not even in his scheme.
Mhm.
So having been the ability
So you
to be
put
able
it
to
on the
run ball,
coach?
I'm saying
You put it
a
on
lot
coach,
around
Takes the
him
pressure
has
off of
helped
him.
with Baker's success.
but Jared Goff was just
If
in
you
the elite
take-
conversation last year. We had this
Who
argument
put him in
last
there?
year when Detroit Lions were good,
Who
were
put
there
him
on
in
their
there?
run and they were doing everything. Jared Goff became into that conversation as elite quarterback. The way he was playing,
Who had the
5
conversation?
touchdowns,
Goff was
all
not
those.
elite, Murph.
They were having that conversation last
Who's
year.
they?
This guy.
No, I think you mixing up with
I
Purdy.
never-
They were saying Purdy was.
And Purdy was in this conversation too.
Wait, I never.
And I'm saying,
wait,
how
on that
can we-
viral list,
Right.
Jared Goff name didn't come up.
It was Josh Allen was not elite, right?
No,
Who
Josh
said
Allen
that?
was
He
elite.
wa- he was-
He
it was
was
a
elite. I
quarterback that
said
was not
Justin
elite that
Herbert
became-
wasn't elite. And he's still not.
Yeah.
He's still not.
Jared Goff is still not elite.
Nah,
and
he's
Josh,
not.
and I'm gonna be honest,
You said Josh Allen's what?
he's
not elite.
What?
No, man,
Josh
no.
Allen's not elite?
I'm not
Josh-
putting Josh Allen in the elite category.
who's your 3?
I'm not putting him in the category.
Who's your 3?
Elite then,
I'm
Murph.
going-
Lamar, Baker, and Pat.
I'm
That's your
going-
3.
I'm gonna go. See, we
Who's elite,
no,
Murph?
we talking about in the top 5. Baker got to be my 5. He's got to be in there. Baker's got to be in there. You got Lamar.
You didn't say
you got
5.
Patrick
Who's
Mahomes.
the top 5 quarterbacks? You said who's elite.
Elite.
Right.
That's what I'm
Who's
saying.
elite?
Baker is elite.
That's fine.
Baker
but,
is
But
elite.
Josh Allen's not.
Bro,
I'm
no
not-
way.
With what he just had to
Murph,
work with.
No
I'm
way.
just saying, as far as I can't. I'm a rings guy, right?
Yeah.
And yes, Baker does not have a ring, but I'm saying he's playing at an elite level. He is. He's moving into that conversation.
We just scored 20 points.
uh,
We just scored 20.
we shouldn't have ran a jet sweep backed up at the 10-yard
We
line.
scored 20.
We win that game. We win that game if we don't run a
That
jet
was a
sweep
questionable
at the
call.
10-yard line.
That was questionable.
The defense
It was.
just had a 15-play
It was,
drive.
but we just put up 20
Let me
points.
Let me land. The defense just had. Let me land. The defense just had a 15-play drive. They get
Right.
down. They stop them on 4th down. We get the ball. We come out 1st down, run a jet sweep, fumble the ball. They get the ball. They score.
Liam
We
Cohen
win
got
that
cute.
game.
He got
cute.
cute.
He did. He
So what
did.
I'm saying
He did.
is you cannot say that back to
you're not
back
putting
2
that on
Pro
him.
Bowls. Baker Mayfield is not in an elite quarterback, bro. I just don't see how he's not
Baker
elite,
has
bro.
crossed over into being
Throw
great.
for over 4,000 yards.
He's crossed over into being great. See, this is what I'm saying. 2 years puts you in elite category. 2 years.
So how long you got to be performing at that high level?
He's
to be
also
elite?
first round. You know, first rounders get a little more grace than any other
he
picks.
have.
First
But-
number
okay.
101. You know,
How
first
many
pick
elite
overall.
quarterbacks have we had to wonder if they are NFL busts or
Right.
if they are good enough?
Because they
How
took
many
him out the
elite
barrel.
guys have we had to have that conversation about?
None, not one.
Who?
Because he was cast away. Because when he got cut from Carolina and the Rams took a chance on him.
He went from Cleveland to Carolina by midseason. He was on the plane to the Rams,
Right.
and he didn't survive there. But
41 touchdowns, 16 picks, 4,500 passing yards, and 4,000.
Baker has had a resurgence.
That's not elite. In the year before, 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 94% passer rating, and you not putting him in the elite category?
No, because elite is sustained.
Right.
Wow.
That's why
It's
Aaron Rodgers.
okay.
So Baker's. So do you have Aaron Rodgers as elite?
Yes, I have Aaron Rodgers as an elite quarterback all time.
So how many? No, not all time. We're talking about right now.
Right now. Right. That's what I'm saying. Right now.
Is
Baker
Aaron,
is
hold on.
elite.
Aaron
Rodgers is not elite right now.
But Baker is.
Yes.
Okay.
From 2 years. 2 years put
I'm
you
not
in
saying
elite.
2 years. I'm not saying he did. He did it a year in Cleveland when he took him to the playoffs. A team, a franchise that is historically snake bitten.
Who?
You
Cleveland?
just see that Myles Garrett just asked for a trade.
Right.
Like.
Okay, and since that, what did he do after that?
I'm saying he had that 1
He
year.
fell off, right?
So he had
Yeah.
3 years.
Why
He's had
was
three-
Baker
3
up
years.
for comeback player of the year last year? Was it because he was hurt, or was it because he was playing so bad and he shook back and played so good that they put him in
And
comeback
comeback
player of
But
the
player.
year?
when,
If
when
you're
do-
elite, we don't have that conversation.
Right.
But you gotta eventually you gotta start moving them G until you gotta move who.
2 years don't do that.
So
for me.
nobody's
So
knocking.
how many
I'm not
more
saying
years
two-
he needs to perform like that before he
If
becomes
Baker
elite?
do this, what he's doing right
Right,
now,
right,
if he
right.
do this 2 more years, you're not keeping him out of the elite category.
Okay, understood.
You're not keeping him out of the elite,
Right.
but 2 years don't do it for me. That's why last year when they asked about C.J. Stroud, I'm like, yeah, 1 year, like Jaden Daniels.
CJ, Jaden. I can't put Jaden Daniels in there. Rookies can't do it. I
Rookies,
can't.
you can't do it.
Would you say
bro.
Jaden Daniels elite?
Not yet. He has to show me a little bit more. Now he showed me a lot this year, shown us all, right?
Yeah.
But you have to be able to replicate that
We
success.
said the same thing about C.J.
Right.
Stroud, and look what happened.
Right. And I was one
Well,
of
that's
those
1
guys.
year.
G-Mac.
But he lost Tank Dell. He had Nico Collins out for a few games as well. They do got Joe Mixon, so they started running the ball more.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have him the year before. So I think he will be elite.
That's
He
what I'm
will
saying.
be elite.
He can be, but
He can
just
be.
throwing guys in there. I love Baker. And before Baker signed, when Baker signed with the Bucks,
Right.
I went on Jim Rome and I said, everybody is going to eat their words about Baker Mayfield.
You said that.
he was injured
Right.
in Cleveland. When he started playing bad, he got injured.
Oh, that's what happened.
He never had a chance to really shake back.
I see. Okay.
He's healthy. All he's been doing is prepping for the game.
Right.
He's going to make everybody eat their word. I said that
and
about
I'm
Baker
making you-
before
and you-
Tampa.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That doesn't make you elite.
That's true.
He's crossing over into being a great quarterback. He's
Right.
proven I'm a
Man.
great quarterback. Elite is, bro, elite
Baker-
is just a different level of play. Man, elite is like Baker balls, man. Baker
I
balls,
mean,
but
Kawhi Leonard, man. Kawhi
sometimes
Leonard,
he falls. Sometimes he falls into that category of we don't know what we gonna get. When people are saying, "Man, this is the all right, Baker's Baker," or
Right. Is this the week he turned into a
we
pumpkin?
don't beat a dead horse, man. What
Yeah.
we got? All right, man. Jumping right back into it, man. Having a great debate, sports debate.
this is the one. Hold on.
Here we go.
Let me get right.
Okay, G-Mac. Okay, Murph, you ready?
Get right.
I'm
You
ready.
ready?
I'm ready.
G-Mac getting right over there.
Yeah. So we got all right. So we jump right into. Hey, Roy, you dropped the question. You dropped
Okay,
the
so
question.
look, G-Mac, I think this is probably the number one debate question in the world. Jordan
Sure.
versus LeBron. Who is the GOAT?
All right. Y'all not gonna like this.
Oh,
Nobody's gonna like this.
Here we
No,
go.
here we
Y'all,
go.
y'all watching? Y'all listening?
Viral.
Go ahead.
The greatest of all time, the GOAT, is Michael Jordan.
Okay.
The
Okay.
best basketball player we've ever seen touch a basketball is LeBron James.
Whoa.
No.
I got
How
to.
can
Gee,
you-
that don't make sense. That's stupid. It doesn't make
yeah,
sense.
That
Hold
makes
on.
absolutely
Hold
no
on.
non. Is
Gerald, I got to call you
asinine.
Gerald.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened with that take?
Being the GOAT is more than just basketball.
Okay.
Shoes, moments, impact, all of that is what makes Jordan. If you see the number 23, you think Jordan.
It's iconic. I agree.
His
agree.
logo,
Yes.
certain layups,
Right.
different movements.
Everybody wanted to be like
That's
Mike.
Jordan. This is that is the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But top to bottom, rebounding, passing, scoring, defense, longevity,
Defense.
all of it.
Deep. I know you just ain't say.
Listen, there's
You talking about
all
you
these
talking about
different
a defensive
categories.
MVP?
There's all these different
Michael Jordan had
categories.
defensive
I
MVP.
get
LeBron's
that.
never
I
had a
get
defensive
that.
MVP.
I get that.
Ever.
But top to bottom, LeBron is the best basketball player
overall.
that's ever touched the basketball.
He's the best longevity.
But the greatest,
He's
the greatest overall scoring titles, defense, moments, shoes, the number, the haircut, Space Jam, the actual good Space Jam movie.
No, Space Jam 2 was good. Space Jam 2 was good.
You
Space
just
Jam
got
2 was
kids
good.
now.
Yeah, Space Jam 2 was good.
Your
Hey.
kids
The
enjoyed
original-
it.
the
Your
original
kids
Space Jam.
enjoyed it. That's why.
Space Jam 2 was good.
That's how I look at the GOAT debate.
Right.
The GOAT is Michael Jordan. The best basketball player is LeBron James.
Do you agree, Murph?
I totally disagree, man. That it makes no sense.
It
Dog, G
does.
does stuff like that, bro.
I'm not.
He says he puts a bunch of stuff out there, and it's just out there, and it makes absolutely no freaking sense at
How
all.
does that not make
But why
sense?
can he
Why,
be the
Murph?
greatest of all time and not the best player? I don't even get that. How, like that don't even like that don't like that's the shit he do, dog. That's what he does. He does
greatest-
that. It's the
the
same thing he
greatest-
does with Peyton Manning
the GOAT-
and Tom
the
Brady.
GOAT-
It's the same thing he
the
does
GOAT
with
of
Baker
football-
Mayfield.
the
He
GOAT
just
of football-
blows hot air
But
and
listen,
make it sound good.
The GOAT of football is Tom Brady. The best quarterback of all time is Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Are you? That's the shit that I'm just talking about, bro. That just grinds my gears, bro. Because that makes no sense.
Why?
So
It makes no sense,
Okay.
G-Mac. That
so,
makes no
okay.
sense.
So okay.
The cerebralness of his mind, 5-time MVP, how he picked people
Who, Peyton
apart,
Manning?
the way he operated the system, all of that. As a quarterback, just playing the position,
Who has two
Peyton
rings?
Manning is the best to do that.
Hmm.
But winning, taking your team to the Super Bowl, 7 chips, all the comebacks, all of
That's
that,
Brady.
that's what makes Brady. He's a winner.
He's the
Right.
best and the greatest. He's both.
Michael
Tom Brady
Jordan
is
was
the
a
best
better
quarterback and
winner.
the greatest quarterback of all
That's
time.
what makes him the
LeBron.
greatest. But when
No.
you just take a basketball and put it on the court and say, I need one guy to make my team better. Not just
Jordan.
scoring, not just
Michael
scoring.
Jordan. No, he's
I
not just
need him to
scoring.
be able-
Defense. Bro, do you see LeBron James play defense the other night?
How much winning?
He needs to hang it up. It's
How much
over.
winning? Yeah, but that's because he's getting into his own, like, I want these accolades now. To see LeBron do what he did, who's LeBron's best coach he ever played with?
That he ever played with?
You got a lot.
Yeah, I
You got
can't remember all
Tyrone
the-
Lue.
I can't remember all the
You got
coaches.
Mike Brown.
I mean, he had plenty of coaches.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric Spoelstra,
Eric
Yep. Spoelstra. Yep.
Who's Michael
Spoelstra.
Jordan's greatest coach?
Phil Jackson.
Who's Kobe's greatest coach?
Phil Jackson.
So we got a top 2 coach of all time coaching this guy.
What-
And LeBron has had to win with that guy, this guy, that guy,
No,
this guy,
man.
that guy,
No,
that
no,
guy.
no.
He's
He-
still
he-
been LeBron and been
he-
able to take his team and make everybody around. Jordan said there's no Jordan without Pippen. We understand that.
No.
LeBron.
He said that
has
on a
made
drunk night.
He
said that on a drunk night.
Around him.
He said that on the drunk night.
As a basketball, now,
There's no way,
I'm trying to tell you, bro,
Gerald.
As a basketball player, LeBron is the best basketball
He's the
player.
best recovery athlete. He does the hyperbaric chambers. He does the meal plans.
Jordan
he does
is the
hot
GOAT.
yoga.
LeBron's the best basketball player.
No, man, there's no way you can say that.
Tom
You
is the
can't-
GOAT.
you
Peyton
can't-
Manning's the best quarterback.
You can't be the greatest of all time and not the best.
Why?
Because you can't, bro. Because Michael Jordan, six NBA finals, 6 MVPs in the finals,
Why do they call Muhammad Ali the greatest?
2 3-peats.
Why do they call Muhammad Ali the greatest? Does he have the best record?
No.
No. Why do they call him the greatest? Does he have the most wins?
No.
No. Why is Muhammad Ali?
He's got a
called
lot
the
of
greatest?
wins. He's got a lot of
He
wins.
got a lot, but he
got a
doesn't
lot of
have
wins.
the best record. He doesn't have the most heavyweight
That's
wins.
because that era was
Why
different.
are they- but
That era
why
was
is he
different,
called
though.
the greatest
He
of all
fought
time?
towards the end of his career when
But
he shouldn't have
why
been
is he
fighting.
called the greatest? It
Why-
has nothing. It's further than boxing. It's what he did culturally. What he
Right.
did on the mic, doing the poems. What he did for
they
us as
call-
people.
Hold on, but they
Be-
call Muhammad Ali the greatest, but Floyd Mayweather is the greatest boxer of all time.
But why is Muhammad
Floyd
Ali called
Mayweather is
greatest?
no, I don't care. Not anymore.
Why?
That's the thing. People, because people come because at the time they said Magic Johnson was the greatest, Dr. J was the greatest. They said Wilt Chamberlain was the greatest, Bill Russell was the greatest. Then came along Michael Jeffrey Jordan came along
Who calls
and
Floyd
became
the greatest boxer of all time?
Me.
Floyd or everybody?
Me,
The
everybody.
majority calls
a lot of people.
The majority calls Muhammad Ali the greatest, right?
Right.
Floyd started coining himself
Because he was
greatest.
undefeated. Because he's the only
He coined
boxer ever
himself the
undefeated.
greatest. The culture coined Muhammad Ali the greatest. That's the difference.
He said Hey, man.
TVE is what he called himself.
Right.
The culture didn't call him that. The culture called Muhammad Ali the greatest because of everything he did collectively.
Right.
That's what Jordan is the greatest.
That's what Jordan is the
But
greatest.
you say Floyd is the best boxer.
Right.
I can't argue that.
Right.
Who he fought, how he fought them, taking great boxers and making them look obsolete, his defense, his jab, everything around Floyd. He might be the best boxer, but the greatest boxer, Muhammad Ali.
Now, you said this earlier on in the segment, right? You said that when, you know, that GOAT word is just thrown around.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that much substance.
Right.
Now, we're talking, like, there's only one GOAT. When you say GOAT, greatest of all time is that one person in that one sport.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, the GOAT is Tom Brady in football as quarterback, right?
Yes.
You could go different positions. You go different, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
and argue that. The GOAT in basketball is Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Right?
Yes.
So then you're saying in the same breath that Tom Brady is not the best quarterback to ever play the game?
Right. Why does it not? I know it don't make sense.
Am I the only one? Is your producer? Your
lot of
team?
a
Am I
lot
the
of
only
people-
one?
a lot of people feel
Am I
that
missing
way.
this? Is
A lot
somebody-
of people feel that way.
Am I missing?
But
Am I missing
it makes
something?
sense.
Yeah.
It's
So,
just not
when
making.
you think
That's
about
like
that,
Shaquille O'Neal
G-Mac-
saying that, you only need to fill your gas up when it goes down to halfway. You save money by filling it up at halfway, and you save
It's
money.
not,
Like, no,
because-
you're still putting the same amount of money eventually over time until your truck. It's the same thing. So you can't say that someone's the GOAT and not the best, bro.
They're
You
the
can't say
greatest
that.
of all time in that sport with everything that they've done collectively. But in that individual position, that don't make
No,
you.
he's
You don't have
he's
to.
trying to
so
wiggle up
you're-
under that
in
one.
other words,
He's trying to
You
wiggle
saying
away
two
from that,
things
bro.
can be
You
true
can't-
at the same time. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Two things can be true.
That's
What are the
I'm
two
saying.
things?
Well,
Yeah.
he's saying the
Who's
GOAT
the greatest scorer
and
of
then
all
the
time?
best.
Then score. Now we getting the score. We're getting score. We said greatest of all time.
No,
The
I'm just
GOAT.
asking.
That
Who's the
emoji.
greatest
People just put
scorer?
that emoji on anybody, bro. That emoji only goes to
One
Michael
person.
Jordan, Tom Brady.
We said the same thing.
Yeah, but then the best.
Now we broke it down to position, but we haven't disagreed on the GOAT yet.
That's true. But he's also
we did
but-
all that to not disagree.
But
the
but
GOAT
Michael
in
Jordan
football
is the
Tom
best
Brady.
basketball player to ever grace this earth.
No,
He
LeBron
is the
James
best.
is.
No, he's not the best player, bro. Michael Jordan. LeBron James is in year 22. He just passed him for 30-point score. The most 30 points score games. He just passed him 7 years after Mike retired. He still
That's
is
one category.
He's still
That's
100
one
games
category.
short
That's
of
one-
40-point
that's
games.
one category.
He's 100 games short of
That's
40-point
one
games.
category.
We're talking, like you said, moments.
Basketball is
All
more
these-
than just one category.
Man, it's putting the ball in the hoop, man.
No, that's scoring.
It's about putting that ball in the hoop. That's what puts you the best. Nobody
No,
says,
it's not.
"Oh, he's the best player because he played." Dennis Rodman is nowhere in nobody's top 25, top 50 of basketball. He played great defense. Let's keep the main thing, bro. You watch just like
I mean,
the NFL.
I'm really about to
wanna-
piss you off because when
wanna
it comes
play-
to putting the ball in the basket, I don't think Michael Jordan's the best at that either.
Oh, hold on now,
done.
G-Mac. Hold on
I'm
now,
done.
G-Mac.
I'm
Hold
done.
on, G-Mac.
I'm done.
Hold on now.
I'm done.
You kind of
I'm
got
done.
me
He's not
off.
the greatest
better not-
scorer of all
You better
time.
not say who I think you're
He's
gonna
not
say.
the greatest scorer of all
You better
time.
not
So
say
who
I
is
think you gonna
G-Mac?
say.
Kevin Durant.
I knew you was gonna say that bullshit.
Hold
though.
on now,
I
G-Mac.
knew he was gonna
Hold
say
on.
it. That's the
Durant?
That's Oklahoma,
He's the
bro. It's
greatest
Oklahoma.
scorer of
I
all
knew he was
time.
gonna say
Durant is the greatest scorer.
Where's his weakness?
Oh.
He's 7 feet. He can shoot as good as the best shooter on
He's
the
a
court.
mid-range assassin.
No.
Still
He
hasn't
can
pa-
shoot as
Still
good.
hasn't passed Jordan in
He
points.
can
And he doesn't
shoot
have as many
good-
years as him.
He can shoot as good as the best shooter on the court at any given moment.
Then Steph
Jordan
Curry?
can never do that.
Then Steph Curry, if he plays Steph Curry,
So KD at 7 feet cannot get as hot as Steph? Yes, he can.
I didn't say it, but you said at any given time
At
he
any
can be the
given
best
moment,
shooter
he can be the best shooter
over
on the
Steph
court.
Curry.
At any given moment, yes, he can.
If he's playing Steph
He's-
Curry, you're gonna say he's better at any given moment than Steph
At
Curry.
any given moment, if Jordan is on the court, are you going to ever say he has the ability to outshoot Steph? No, you won't, but you will with Kevin Durant.
Steph,
Has he ever shot over 50% from three?
who?
KD.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
he
Has he
averages
ever shot 90% from the free throw?
Yes.
Yes. He's 7 feet doing it.
Right.
He can get in the post. He can shoot you from three. He can get in the mid-range. Scores are more than just, I can score from here. He gets to the free throw line, and he's 7 feet doing it.
So let me give you another.
And he's
let me
not
give
better
you
than
another-
Michael Jordan
Hold on,
because he had to go. He was up 3-1 and he lost it
talking
to
about
Golden
players.
State.
I'm talking about- see, you went to player.
If you're a
He
scorer,
went to player.
if you're a scorer, you win the game. You're up 3-1.
He went to player.
You had Russell Westbrook on your team.
He
You
did
had James
he
Harden
did
on your
score.
team. You had Billy Donovan, Florida Gator coach, as
did score.
as the head coach, a great head coach, right?
He did score.
And what? No,
But
he
did
lost.
score. He lost, but
And
that's
then when
player.
he joined,
Right.
he went and
That's
joined
player.
Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and Gerald.
And what did he do? What did he do when he went over there?
He won.
He won Finals MVP
Right,
over
twice.
those guys, right? Okay,
Draymond Green.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're talking about greatest scorer of all time.
But what about a guy like
he's
Carmelo
not better than
Anthony?
Steph Curry.
What about Carmelo Anthony?
Why come
'Cause
he's
He's not a
not?
better shooter than
Hold
Steph
on.
Curry.
Hold on,
shooter? See, we
So you
breaking
said
down score. Just the totality of scoring.
Scoring.
Every scoring is a 3-level thing, including free throws.
3 level,
Right.
and he's not
Steph
better than
ain't posting nobody up. Who's Steph posting up?
Nobody.
He ain't
yeah.
got a post game. KD do.
man.
KD
Steph,
got a mid-range game.
Steph can score.
KD can ISO
when
you
he
from the
steps
top.
out of the parking lot. He can score when he steps out the parking lot.
KD is also efficient.
Yeah.
He's also efficient.
very efficient.
He can shoot 15 shots and get you 35.
Man, he's
But
not
bro,
better.
great
but-
scoring.
But
Not
G-Mac,
a
you
better-
got guys
Everybody
like
y'all
Carmelo
gonna bring.
Anthony.
Everybody
They're saying
y'all
he's
gonna.
arguably one of the
Everybody
greatest
y'all
scorers
gonna bring
ever,
up his
too.
volume. KD can score the same amount as them and shoot half the
But
shots.
when he was younger, he was volume.
You need to stop
he
that.
wasn't.
OKC.
No,
You
he
need to stop that.
You know
No, he
OKC.
wasn't.
You need to stop that,
He was
G.
volume in OKC.
Are you saying he's
wasn't.
better than Stephen Curry? Are you saying Kevin Durant's better than Stephen Curry?
Yes.
No, he's a better
Gosh,
overall
bro.
player. But not the. You said he was a better shooter at any given moment.
I
Not
said
over
at
Steph.
any given moment. Okay. So if you own the field, at any given moment, you can have a player on the opposite team that could be better than this player.
And in that moment,
In that moment, they have the ability to be better than this person at this skill. At any given moment, your best shooter on the court, including Steph Curry, KD can go shot for shot with him.
Lies.
Yes, he can.
Lies.
He has that ability.
Lies.
And we've seen it.
Lies.
I don't
He doesn't
know,
have
man.
more points than Stephen
I
Curry. He
don't
doesn't have
know.
more
I
3
don't
points
know.
He
than
does
Stephen
have
Curry.
more points than Steph.
I don't know.
No, he
G-Mac.
doesn't.
He has more points than Steph. He don't have more 3-pointers.
Right,
he has more
right,
points
right.
than
Let me
Steph.
fact
So let
check
me
that.
ask you this:
Yeah,
if
KD's number 8 in scoring all time.
So if you
number
had-
8.
And that's why he's not better than Jordan. Let's go back to that conversation.
He's not better
He's
than
not
Jordan
a better
as a
shooter, better
player.
scorer. No, he's not.
definitely a better shooter.
No, he's not better shooter than Jordan.
Yes, he
Probably a better
is,
shooter
man.
than
He's a
Jordan.
better
No.
shooter.
Well, I
would
He's
say he's
more
a better
efficient.
scorer than Jordan,
He's-
though.
He
He's
said 3 levels. He can't go to the cup better than Jordan. That is out.
okay.
He
He
gets to the
can't
free
get
throw
to
line.
the cup better than Jordan.
His
but
mid-range, he created Kobe Bryant. Like Jordan
Yes, he
created
did.
Kobe.
okay, and he was
Like-
6'6", having to shoot a fadeaway. Kevin Durant is 7 feet, and he can look you in your face and just
Shoot
look over
over
you
you.
and
And lost to
Yeah.
Giannis.
We're talking about
And when it
players.
joined Stephen
We're not
Curry,
talking. We're
when
talking
you
about
joined
an
Stephen
individual
Curry, you was up
scoring
3-1.
ability.
You was up
The
3-1.
ability to
You-
score the
You was up
basketball.
3-1. You was up 3-1.
We
and
still
when
went
it
back to
joined-
player. I'm
He
talking
went
about
and joined- he went
scoring.
and joined- he went
Put
and
the
joined
ball
him.
in the basket.
He went
Right,
and joined
right,
him.
KD, man, 7 feet and can do your greatest, whatever your greatest asset is.
he can do it.
He can do it.
Yeah.
He can shoot. He can go mid range. He can post you. He can get to the line. And he does it
So
efficiently.
is KD still a top 5 player right now in the league?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
He is.
yeah.
Could you
Right
name
now?
can you name 5 better than him?
Me?
4? Can you name 4 better
Yeah,
than him?
I
I
can.
wouldn't say top 5. He's top 10 though. Top,
Top
5
10
is
for sure.
tough.
Top 5
Top
is
5
tough.
is tough because you got Joker, you got Giannis, Shea. I mean, I know it don't look right, but Luka.
Lou.
No.
questionable.
Luka and Shea not in my
Tatum.
top 5.
Tatum, yes.
Tatum.
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown is nice. KD to me is top 5, but I'm also biased. I'm trying to be unbiased with this.
Okay.
You know, so
KD.
But
Yeah, you could probably throw him.
So
in.
Yeah.
so who's your top 5? Who's your top 5 all-time NBA players?
players,
Yeah.
players.
Jordan, Shaq, Kobe,
Jordan, Shaq, Kobe.
LeBron. Not in order. This is not in order.
Okay.
Not in order.
Jordan, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron.
LeBron.
Just players.
Stephen Curry.
Nah.
Stephen
he ain't better
Curry.
than KD.
How? He got 4 rings.
Because his team.
He's
That's
got
a
4
team
rings.
thing.
He got
2 of
4
those he
rings.
got and didn't
He got
get
4
Finals
rings.
MVP.
He got 4
So
rings.
hold on, G-Mac. So you got Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron. Who's number 5?
Dang, that's tough. It's tough because there's so
Ooh.
many great players out there,
Stephen
man.
Curry.
No, he's not.
Who you got number
he
5,
he
G-Mac?
transcended the game. Stephen Curry is
bias would
top
be
5.
Kevin Durant, but I can't put
Hold
him
on.
at 5. I
You
said
can't put it- yeah.
bias.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
said bias.
okay.
That's
I'm
why I
just
didn't say his
asking.
name.
Okay,
Going
okay.
Magic is in there.
Oh, Magic.
Magic
Five.
could be 5.
Magic 5. Okay.
Kareem.
Could be 5. You know,
Okay,
you don't want to take away. So
okay.
5 is tough. But
Give me
those
5
4,
in order, though. Let me get the first 4 in order.
Jordan,
Jordan.
Shaq.
Shaq.
Yeah.
And number
No.
2.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, over Kobe?
Hold on. This top
Yeah.
5 all time. Like
I'm done, bro.
all time.
Done, bro.
Shaq.
There's no way
number-
you got Shaq over Kobe,
No
bro.
way.
Kobe's my favorite player of all time, but
See what he
Shaq
say?
at his
You see what he said?
Shaq at his most dominant.
Bro,
He's the most dominant, but number 2, G-Mac, all
I'm
time.
just talking about like if
No,
you
no,
just
no.
roll the ball out and say stop him.
No.
I mean, yeah,
they
but-
did. He didn't. He got swept in the finals without Kobe. He got swept
He got
twice.
swept in the finals with Kobe.
No, he got swept twice without him though. He went to the playoffs 6 times and got sent home. Then he came to the Lakers in 7 and got over the hump with Kobe.
Well,
he had to get on Kobe's coattail. You know that.
What?
You know that.
I would say
Three
coattail now,
three
Murph,
finals
but-
Man.
MVPs.
No, it-
Averaging
yes.
35 and 13 in the finals.
Yeah, that's not
And-
coattail.
No. He wrote.
That's
He needed a
Coattail.
wingman
Swept.
like Jordan needed Pippen.
No,
he needed
got
Kobe.
swept in the finals. Though.
That's
He had swept- He had
coattail?
Penny Hardaway. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Penny.
yeah.
Stop
yeah.
it,
All
bro.
right, here's-
Stop it, bro.
okay,
Stop it. Yeah,
okay,
Penny
all
got
right,
swept.
All right. Jordan,
Twice.
But
Jordan. Is
Kobe.
this biased or unbiased?
no, this is unbiased.
Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq,
Shaq,
and then Magic. I'll go Magic.
Magic. Okay. What's wrong with that, Murph? What's wrong with that top 5, Murph? That's actually pretty good. I like it.
If I'm going biased, the greatest player of all time is Kobe Bryant. That's my biased opinion, though.
That's your
biased.
bias.
Yeah,
That's extremely biased.
That's extremely,
Yeah,
that's extremely
you're right.
biased. That's
Extreme.
But at least I'm
biased.
honest about
Right,
it.
right,
Like,
right.
nobody can tell me he's a greater basketball player in history than Kobe Bryant.
Uh,
But unbiased and being honest, I can't say that, you know?
So
That's
you-
the
so-
only
so-
reason I put
I
LeBron
can't
over
believe
Kobe.
his man said Kevin Durant is a better scorer than Michael Jordan.
He
Michael,
is.
Michael Jordan got 10 scoring titles.
In a time where people
So-
couldn't score.
Oh my gosh, bro! In a time right now where they got
Oh,
flagrant
it's
ones
easier
and
to score
flagrant
now
twos,
than it was
I
in
touch you
Jordan
like this
era.
is a flagrant one. Do you know if I touch you like this in basketball, you get a technical foul?
I know.
If I just touch you like that,
I
that is
agree.
insane.
I agree, but man, I'm not taking away from Jordan. But what I'm saying
These
is,
outlandish
he
takes,
played
man.
in an era where who else was scoring like that? He shot 1,000,000 shots a game.
No, man, no,
Jordan.
no. He was efficient.
No,
he didn't even dribble.
wasn't.
He was very efficient. Very efficient.
Jordan wasn't that efficient,
Jordan go
bro.
20 for 25, drop 40 on you.
See, that's a myth, man.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
myth. You gotta go look at
50,
them. You gotta go look at them
No.
efficiency numbers.
Hey, we gonna look at it. We can
He
look at
wasn't- He
him.
wasn't as efficient as
We
you
can look at him.
Hey,
All right.
Lou, we got
I
one
can't-
last question.
Hold on,
for
I
you,
can't
man.
believe. Hold on, let me. So he said his top 5. He got Magic. Okay, but you know LeBron at number 2, Kobe at 3, Shaq at 4,
Yeah.
and Magic at 5. Who's 6 through 10?
Bird.
No, stop.
Kareem.
Stop. Just stop.
Wait, is
Just
it
stop.
order?
Okay,
Order?
okay, no,
I'm just naming the
okay. I
next
thought you were
5
saying
people.
okay. All right.
Bird. Hey, what dog was about to take me out?
Yeah, take you out. Yeah, you say you
Oh,
better
you
get
said
it right.
Bird at 6.
No,
You gotta
that's
go
not.
Steph-
I'm just
Steph Curry
5
top 10?
people.
Steph
No,
Curry-
he
Steph-
not. He 11. KD's top 10. KD top 10, bro. Y'all,
KD?
y'all put so much
Hold
in the
on.
rings.
KD top 10 all time.
Y'all put so much into the rings.
I know what it is because he played for OKC for 8 years, so you
it's
get a little
not.
biased.
That's what
the
it
fact
is.
That this guy was a unanimous MVP. Unanimous
Who?
MVP.
KD was?
No, Steph.
Steph was
Oh,
the
Steph
He
first.
was a unanimous MVP.
Was that the
First
first time
ever.
ever?
First
ever.
Right. Okay.
And he went and said, "You come over here."
No, he did not say
No.
that.
Okay, let's say KD said,
Mutual
"Can I come over
agreement.
there?"
It's
Let's say they
mutual-
mutually
Yeah,
agree.
right.
What unanimous MVP do you know in the history of the game? Steph was the first. What MVP do you know in the history of basketball has had another player come to his team and take it over? Name one. Name one.
Dwayne Wade.
That's a good point.
Dwayne Wade has never won MVP.
Dwayne Wade.
He's
but
never won MVP.
He ran that team though.
He's never won MVP.
He ran that
the
team.
MVP was the guy who
He-
showed up.
MVP don't matter. When you
does
talk about
matter.
when you talk about who ran
It
that
does
team.
matter.
Steph Curry ran that team and slid out the way. Paul Pierce did
So
it
you
too.
saying he took
Same
an
thing.
ego
I
step
see.
back?
He still
you
can
see,
stay up,
you
step
see?
back.
Hey, listen. We
Yeah.
both played the game of football.
Yeah.
All right, and
So-
there's a position called a kicker, And when he kicks the ball, he kicks it through this big H. We call that a goalpost.
Here you go.
And what
Here
he
you go.
just did
You know,
is I said, what MVP
man.
has ever won MVP and had another guy come to his team and take it over? Name one. And he started talking about Dwayne Wade. He's never won MVP.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So now I will say this. Yes, you're absolutely correct. KD came to the Warriors
And took it over.
Finals MVP 2
That
years in
doesn't
a row
mean
and so forth.
better.
He is.
No, he's not better.
Steph Curry is
Not
still
better.
the greatest shooter of all time. Let's be clear
Yeah,
on
of
that.
course.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a great shooter of all
Now,
time.
is KD a great player? Yes, he is. He's
Yeah.
a great player. Top 10, that's might be a
Very
little stretch.
debatable.
That might be a stretch.
Man, listen.
Very
Steph Curry
debatable.
is top 10 though.
No, he's
all time.
not. Because his rings.
Man,
Because
you
his
hit it?
rings.
Curry's not top 10.
No,
G-Mac.
he 11. KD's 10. I don't care where you got him. If he in 10, KD's above it. So if he top 10,
So
KD
Curry
is 2.
won 2 rings with KD and 2 without KD. How many
Yeah,
has
and-
KD won without Steph?
None.
0.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about his teams?
What do you mean?
Whereas
Oh my
teams.
gosh.
James
bro.
Harden, Westbrook.
Yeah, that's the
Kyrie
young-
Irving.
And that's the same.
Kyrie
no,
Irving.
Those are
Kyrie
that was
Irving,
baby
James Harden.
stages. That was okay. Let me tell
Kyrie
you what
Irving.
you just did. Let me tell you what you
Kyrie
just did.
Irving, no,
Let me tell you what
nope,
you just
nope.
did. You just named the Celtics before they got over the hump. What if the Celtics never won a championship? They
Well-
had to go through growing pains of losing
Right.
over and over, learning how to win,
Right.
taking a bunch of young guys that's full of talent, and they learned to win. Once they finally learned to win, now we arguing that the Celtics could repeat
No, you know
because
why
they had to get
won?
over the hump.
You know why
the
they won?
OKC never had a chance to live through that.
Right. That's true.
We never got to see them shake back
But you know what?
because they broke up.
They
Because
broke up
no,
too
they
early.
ain't break up. They ain't break up. KD walked out the door.
Yes, because he was beefing with Westbrook.
Right. Because it was a power struggle.
It was a
there.
power struggle. You know what the Celtics didn't do?
'Cause
They
Kevin
didn't
Durant
let,
be on
they
their
didn't
power
let
under
Jason
pressure.
Tatum and Jaylen Brown fold under pressure, say whose team this is.
Right.
We gonna win together. That's the difference.
Right.
So we never got to see them get over the hump.
That's true.
So we don't know what they could have been.
Now-
No, they did it in 7 years though. Celtics did it in 7, and OKC had 8.
Well, well, first of all, the Celtics didn't get over the hump until they acquired Drew Holiday and Porzingis. That's when they got over the hump.
yeah, but
that
they
is
core
true.
has still been there.
Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and
Al Horford.
Yeah, Al
yeah,
Horford.
he
Get it?
ran. No, he didn't go to Florida. He went to Florida. Right?
Yeah, he went to Florida. Al
Yeah,
Horford went to
yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But what
so
I'm
their core
They didn't
still
get over
there.
the hump. You're right, Roy. Until Porzingis and Drew Holiday
Drew
got
Holiday.
So
there
they needed pieces.
They needed pieces because Drew Holiday was a winner
But
with
what's the core?
with Milwaukee.
Who's the core?
Brown and Tatum.
Okay,
We-
that's
we-
all that matters.
But they didn't win with the core before.
Who's
They
the
didn't
core?
win. But they didn't win.
So they needed
only won-
pieces.
they
But the
needed-
core didn't move.
The core didn't move.
Who are the pieces around Kansas City right now? Don't matter. The core.
Kelsey, Mahomes.
The core ain't changed,
Andy
right?
Reid.
The core ain't changed, right?
No.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Actually, they probably got worse pieces.
As long as the core ain't changed.
Anyway.
Hey man, we appreciate
So one last one. One last one.
Your last one.
Look, we know one thing about you, G-Mac, that you love.
Yeah.
We know you love Marvel, right? Am I right on that?
Both. Everything.
Marvel,
DC,
DC,
Marvel,
all
all
that.
of it. Yes, sir.
Okay. We want to ask you, Murph
Yeah.
and G-Mac, who will win in a fight, Superman or Batman?
You mean
I
who
know he
would
gonna
win?
say.
Who did win?
Oh,
Who
did?
won?
I'm asking you, G-Mac.
So
You the
we
expert.
get
I'm not
we
an expert.
get into this debate and argument about who would win out of Batman and Superman.
Well, I see who
which
you-
is
I
a
see
way.
the
Just
chain.
hold
I see
on.
the
Let me
chain.
break this down real quick.
Let
Let me break this down real quick.
You know, you gotta
Hey,
like
look,
that.
Murph,
real
you see
quick.
the
I know
chain,
who I
Murph.
like.
You see the
Let
chain.
me break this down real
Go
quick.
ahead.
We're talking about fictional characters that were written into a story.
Yeah.
The writers, I didn't come up with this. The writers wrote Batman as the victor. So all this back and forth and debate we having, just go read the text. The text said Batman won. Simple as that. I don't have to say more than that.
Okay.
That's
But-
why he wins.
No,
They
no,
said
no,
he
no,
won.
no, no. That's too easy. No,
So,
no.
Murph, how it went? How it went, Murph?
I like Superman over Batman, without a doubt. I mean, Batman only protects Gotham. Superman protects the whole world. So it's like
Ooh.
I don't even see
Superman folds as soon as he hear one woman's voice go high. Batman don't fold under the pressure of one woman.
Batman
Superman will let the
has no
world
superpowers.
burn. He will
Batman
let
has
the
no
world
superpowers.
burn if Lois says, "Help me." He will literally stop saving the world to go save one woman.
Hey.
I don't want you leading me if that's all it takes is for her to cry. Batman
He gonna
sacrifices
do it all.
for the greater
gonna
good
do it
to
all.
make sure the greater good is better. Superman will let the world burn if Lois break a fingernail. I don't want you leading me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey, that's a
I'm
great
just
thing.
saying.
Hey,
I'm just saying. If
So-
she start yelling, that building that's falling over, hey, y'all, hey, it is
man,
what it
no,
is.
man,
Good
that's
luck.
cap. That's cap. That's cap. He
It's
gonna
not.
save the building, and then he gonna
No, he
not.
Yeah,
No,
save
he
the world,
not.
bro. He got laser vision.
Superman was in the middle of fighting Doomsday, and he heard Lois screaming. He stopped fighting Doomsday to go get Lois.
Because he knew he was gonna whoop that.
So does Batman have superpowers?
No,
he don't have no superpowers.
No,
So how
superpower.
can
He
he
got
beat
intellect.
Superman?
That's what makes him even greater.
Oh my!
Oh, okay.
He's
Okay.
he's the
He got the Batman chain on.
That's
You
what
see
I'm
I
him?
see
saying,
that
man.
what I'm saying.
He's the
You see him? He got
orchestrator
Batman
of the
chain.
greatest
Y'all get that? Y'all
superheroes in
see
the
the Batman
world.
chain?
He's the orchestrator and leader of the great. See, here's the
Of Gotham
misconception.
City.
No, the Justice League.
Superman. Just
Justice
look at the
League.
name.
Yeah.
Everybody has their domain, but when they come together, like Murph, he run Tampa. Like he run
That's
Tampa.
fact.
Right.
But when he went to Florida, they all came from different places and they won a championship.
Right,
That's
right.
the Justice League.
Right.
But they not gonna be like, Murph, we won a championship, but you ain't the man because all you do is run Tampa. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing right now. He just run Gotham.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
when the
see.
Justice League come together,
Yeah.
who's the leader? He wasn't the big gun.
Right.
He wasn't the big gun. The big gun was Percy or Tim Tebow.
yeah.
But who was the leader of the team?
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Misconception for all of you guys
Yeah.
who edited out the video. You remember that halftime
30
speech
minutes.
of Tim Tebow? Listen, this is what we're gonna do. They're not gonna. You know who was
boy
actually
G-Mac.
leading that speech?
I'm a boy.
Lewis.
And they cut the video off and made it look like Tebow was leading the speech.
Oh, right. I
He
didn't
was
see it.
leading the speech.
Right.
So Batman is the leader, but they make
Hey.
the big gun
Right.
be Superman and make
Gotcha.
it looks like he's the leader.
Gotcha.
When we played Florida, we wasn't scared of Tebow. I'm just being honest. There was an interview that week. They said if Tim Tebow was in the Big 12, where would you rank him at quarterback? We had a DB that said 4
4.
Yeah.
in the Big 12.
Yeah.
And he's arguably
That's
one of the
how we
greatest
felt
college
about
players.
Tim Tebow. Real football heads,
So
no. As you stay quiet because that's your man.
I'm gonna
So let
stay
me
out
talk
of it.
about
I'm gonna
it.
stay out of it.
Real football heads, no. We didn't fear him. All right?
so going
We
into
feared
that
the
game-
leaders. The
Oh,
leaders, the guys.
Gotcha.
The scorers of the touchdowns in the game.
Gotcha. Lewis Murphy getting that end
feel
zone.
me?
Lewis Murphy.
The scores of the touchdown in the
Hey, you
game.
really can't lose. You can't win a debate with this
I'm
dude,
just
bro.
saying, bro. I'm
yeah.
just
There's
saying,
no way you
bro.
gonna win it, bro.
I hate that Florida.
There's
They
no way you
beat
win
us, and it
Yeah.
hurts me to my core. So I don't like them to this day, but I
Yeah.
respect what
You
they did.
respect
Oh,
it.
not,
Yeah,
speaking
respect
of
it.
that though, y'all came to the SEC, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think y'all need to go back to the Big 12?
Hey, listen,
You
man. We
think-
came to the SEC. We came in
hey.
unprepared. It didn't go great for us. But Nick Saban won 8 games his first year in the
Yeah.
SEC, and he's the greatest coach of all time.
He won 6.
Growing
What?
pains, man,
BV,
you know?
Brent Venables.
Yeah, it's growing pain, man. It's gonna take
You like
some time.
BV, man?
It's gonna take. I
Man,
love BV,
Oklahoma
man.
has to adjust to the SEC.
Bro,
It's not the Big
BV went
12,
to
and-
he went to a game. He went to the season with basically a true freshman quarterback. I don't
Yeah.
care if he played
Jackson,
a bowl
yeah.
game. You
Right.
know that
Yep.
one bowl game don't get you prepared.
Right,
He
right.
basically had a true freshman quarterback with his starting 5 receivers hurt.
Yeah.
That's a
They had a
recipe
bad
for-
hand. They had a
come
bad
on,
hand.
man.
Bad
Like,
So you're
bad
saying,
hand.
let's see how it
Let's
goes
see
this
what
year.
happens this year. We got a actual vet quarterback that came in with our new coordinator. Yeah,
Transfer
so
from
Washington State.
Washington State.
And you got your guy at receiver, Murph.
yeah, we got Jay
Yeah,
Gibson.
so let's
Yeah.
see what happens now that
He's
we,
going back.
let's see what happens, man.
Okay.
See what happens.
Well, we root
I
for
tell you
OU.
what, we ain't ducking.
Right.
Hey,
Florida.
they ain't got. Oh, for
they-
some reason they can't
when are
get
they
on the
playing,
schedule.
Murph?
I don't know why they ain't want players. They ain't
Who's
been-
saying? Oh, you on one
No,
schedule?
what I'm saying
They
is
ain't scheduled us.
we're historically good and
They
known for
haven't-
playing great competition. So
They have
why
not
would we
scheduled
put
us.
Florida on the schedule?
They,
Oh, so you saying
they-
they're
We want real
worthy?
smoke.
DJ Lagway, baby.
We want
number
real
1 quarterback in the
smoke.
country right now, baby.
We want real smoke.
DJ
Why would
Lagway,
we put
baby.
the University of Florida on our
Hey,
schedule?
hey,
Whoa, Murph.
Hey.
What you got to say about that, Murph?
man, he know what time it is.
He
know-
said-
it goes back to the ring debate. You know,
Hey man, listen, that pain is
You know,
never going away. So I'm
it just
never
goes back
going.
there.
I'm never gonna talk great
It just
about
go- it
Florida,
just
man.
go
That hurts.
there, you know, now they have great players
Oh,
that
they
came
got
from different parts.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
McCoy.
Yeah,
Trent
they want it,
Williams,
man. Whatever.
You know,
All right.
got some big boys, man.
Yeah.
Y'all did y'all's thing, man. All right.
Baker, Jalen Hurts.
Respect to y'all.
Oh, so
Oh,
look, so
Jalen
yeah.
Hurts.
Let's get
Go
that.
ahead,
Let's
go
get
ahead.
that. So G-Mac, man.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl. What number Super Bowl is this? 50. What is this? What number is this?
I don't know. It's around here somewhere.
What Super Bowl
Whatever
number is this?
that
Somebody,
that
Prince,
is.
what Super Bowl number is this? 59.
59.
Nah, Super
All
Bowl
right,
59.
Super Bowl 59. What's your pick?
I'm going with the experience. I'm going with
Hold on.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Ooh.
Kansas City.
The Philadelphia Eagles, you can't teach speed. You know that. Y'all had tons of speed on y'all's team. But you also, there's no substitution for experience. And I trust Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo more than I trust Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore in these situations. You know, the names and the resumes don't reflect how good the team is of Kansas City because top to bottom, Philly's a better team. Talent, all that together.
Right.
But the names and resumes reflect the record.
Yeah.
If I put 4 different lists of stats out there, you're not going to pick the best stats or the average stats and say, oh, that's Kansas City stats.
Yeah.
But if I put the records out there, you're going to say that's Kansas City because of what Murph talked about. They found ways to win games.
Yep.
The great teams find ways to win. And
games.
Kansas City in this
4-minute
situation
offense.
find ways to win the game. And I feel like in this situation, I'm going with the experience. So I'm going with Kansas City.
Gotcha.
And I would love to witness history, but until we see the champs knocked off, I'm not betting against
So
them.
question.
You
go
being
ahead.
you being arguably one of the greatest defensive tackles in Bucks history and throughout the league, throughout the history of the league, which is a great accomplishment, right? What would you do to stop Saquon Barkley? What would be your scheme? 3-4, 4-3.
You gotta go
5-2?
4-3. You gotta go 4-3 for sure.
4-3. Okay.
But what you can't do, you gotta be disciplined. And
Discipline.
what Saquon Barkley is a master at is betting on you being undisciplined.
Okay.
Do your job. And only your job.
Elaborate. So you saying zone scheme? Say they're going zone scheme or power.
schemes going side to side, right?
Yep.
How do you kill zone with penetration? What's happening in the league is everybody's so worried about the RPO
Yep.
that they're taking a defensive lineman out, making them move sideways and putting an extra defender in the back end. But what does that do? Up front, the offensive line can manipulate what happens because you're doing this. Murph knows if they operate everything back here,
Right.
so they need room to operate.
Right.
If you take a person and put him on that side of the line, it changes the whole operation.
Everything.
So
Right.
penetration causes Saquon to have to cut back early into the defense.
Right.
Penetration causes Saquon to have to decide earlier what's happening.
Right.
But where you have to be disciplined, if I have the B gap and I'm holding
Gap.
stout in the
Right.
B,
Gap
I
sound.
can't jump into the A because you got a guy who can go from 0 to 100 this way and that way.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
he's banking on you doing that.
So you got to maintain gap integrity. That's what you're
Yes,
saying.
and the
Okay.
D-line coach that's coaching them is the same D-line coach who coached me in Tampa, Joe Cullen. And I know
Coach
what he's
Cullen.
telling them.
Kansas City.
I know what he's telling them.
Ooh.
He's telling that defensive line, they believe one person can beat us.
Yeah.
One person can beat our whole defense. They're going to take it personal.
They're gonna take
and
it
you have
personal.
Steve Spagnuolo with 2 weeks to prepare for it.
Wow.
Dude, what do you think about the matchup between Trent McDuffie and A.J. Brown?
Like,
Because now it's going to be island. Because this, for the viewers out there, understanding what Gerald is saying, especially with the gap control scheme, right? Make sure you maintain a gap integrity.
Yeah.
That's going to leave on the back end. It's going to be one-on-one, man-to-man coverage. You can't really play. I mean, you can try to play quarters. You can try to play two-man, especially if you gapped out, especially if
Yeah.
they put a tight end with the hand in the dirt.
For
They got
sure.
Dallas Goedert with the hand in the dirt, motions, whatever, fullback, whatever, 12, 21 personnel.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go man-to-man backside.
Yeah.
What do you think about the McDuffie and A.J. Brown matchup?
I like AJ in the matchup. Here's the problem. There's
let's
more
go.
to the There's more to the matchup than just the matchup.
Right.
Does Jalen say
If he's taking away,
Does Jalen say F all of that? I know who I got. I'm throwing the ball over there.
Yeah.
That's what's going to come into play. Does he trust AJ enough to say, that's my guy? Throwing it
50-50
over there,
ball.
I don't care what happens.
Yeah.
I'm banking on my guy winning this matchup.
Right.
And I don't think it's been enough of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When we were game planning for the Saints, when we were there, when me and Murph was there, they game planned for the defense, obviously. When we getting ready for the offense, that offense was 2 people, Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara.
Right. Yep.
And they literally alternated who was getting the ball. Because
Yep.
Drew Brees said, I don't care what they got over there. I trust them too. I don't feel like Jalen Hurts does that enough.
Gotcha.
So will he do that in this game?
Yeah.
That'll determine.
With pressure
that'll
coming down.
determine.
Spags sending that blitz.
Spags gonna send because Spags is gonna watch the same film I watched. They know Jalen Hurts was only successful running to his right.
Yeah.
Can he beat us running to his left?
So they don't blitz him from
his right.
the right.
They're gonna make him go the other way.
Make him go the other way.
That's where that matchup comes in.
So now I
like
do
that.
think, because I think the Eagles know the Chiefs are gonna blitz them. I think they kind of know that. Now the question is, under pressure, can he execute maybe on those hot throws? Can he find Devontae Smith?
Here's what comes into play with Jalen. When I say pocket feet, under pressure in the blitz, you can't just take off running because you lose sight of the defense and you lose sight of your guys.
Yep.
You have to be able to step, slide,
Yep.
look, move. Tom Brady was great at peeking, not looking.
Yep.
Peeking, not looking. Jalen is a
Yeah. He ain't
can't
trying to
do
take
that.
that hit.
Now everything's still moving.
That's true.
Yep.
He has to run around to see and find space.
Got you.
And you can't do that with this type of defense.
But that's not why he's not elite.
Yeah, that is part of why.
But I think McDuffie locks up A.J. Brown. I don't think he's giving up 100 yards all year. I think they gave some tight ends.
Yeah, I don't think A.J. will have 100 in this game.
Yeah, and he needs 100 to win.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown?
He
He
won't
needs
have 100
100
in this game.
He needs 100 to win.
Why? Because of McDuffie?
Just
the scheme.
the scheme, all of it. He won't have 100,
Was Jalen Watson on the other side? Smith might have a big game.
So if the
I think
Eagles
Saquon is going to have
Saquon
Saquon type game because a lot of people are not paying attention to the fact that Kansas City's run defense is real leaky. They didn't stop. They didn't stop Buffalo. Buffalo stopped Buffalo. They stopped using James Cook. They didn't stop James Cook.
That's true.
But then I like Chris Jones too. You remind me a lot of Chris Jones.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Chris is more versatile than I was.
Yeah.
Chris
More versatile than you?
Yeah, because I was great from guard to guard, guard center guard. Chris is the only player in the NFL who has 25 pressures at defensive end and defensive tackle.
Yeah, he goes in and outside.
And most of his impact plays in his history has been at defensive end.
I got you. Okay.
I could go out there, but I couldn't impact the game the way he can out there.
I got you.
Yeah.
Man,
it's going to be a great matchup. Linebacker play. What do you think linebackers, Eagles, Chiefs linebackers?
I like Eagles linebacking core.
Yeah.
Zach Bond, man, and what he's been able to do. And that goes to show we talk about coaching. And I'll say this, then we get out of here.
Yeah.
Coaching, a lot of people are coach and title alone. Just the title of being a coach.
Yeah.
What's the true coach?
True coach takes important people from where they are to where they want to be.
Gotcha.
And they put the player in the best position to be successful with
Agreed.
what they do great, not
Agreed.
what the coach wants them to do.
Wow.
Zach Bond got put. I'll take my guy Kyle Van Noy, who I'm on the show with. McCoy Van Noy, by the way, on all streaming platforms,
Shout out.
YouTube,
Shout
all
out.
the podcasts.
McCoy Van Noy?
McCoy Van Noy.
McCoy Van Noy.
Yeah,
Y'all
so
make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment.
Shout out.
We here on location at Radio Row at Toyota setup. Anyway, Kyle Van Noy got drafted to Detroit, however you want to put it, and they put him as a traditional linebacker. He was an outside linebacker, stand-up rusher.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put him at traditional linebacker, I don't know how to do this.
Right.
This is not what I do.
Because he's a stand-up outside.
You know what? Bill Belichick said, hey, bring him over here. Put him back at outside linebacker. They won 2 rings.
Wow.
Fast forward to the rest of his career. He just had the 2 best years of his career at outside linebacker. 9.5 sacks, then 12.5 sacks. He just made his first Pro Bowl. You know why? Because the coach said what he does best is stand up and rush from that spot. Let me put him there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how
Don't
we can
overthink it.
be successful as a unit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all Vic Fangio did with Zach Bond, and now you got a defensive player of the year finalist.
And the thing about him too, G-Mac, to add to your point, he was
a special teams guy.
He was a special teams.
Yeah.
He wasn't really a starter. Now he's an all-pro linebacker.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that.
Because they took a coach who's actual coach, put him in the best spot to be successful.
Anyway,
hey,
G-Mac,
man,
appreciate it.
thank you, Gerald,
it.
man. Appreciate you, G-Mac, man, for joining One-on-Ones podcast where you
man.
get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
truth.
At least in our minds. You know what I mean? Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
You
it,
know it,
brother.
bro.
Yes,
You know it,
love,
man. Thank you, love, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Of
sir.
course.